Hello and welcome. Let's learn how to bake Sriracha honey pecan granola bars. Please preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius and let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is an 8-inch or 20 centimeter pan, and you're going to line it with parchment paper. Now you do have an option here. You could use a 9 by 13 pan that's 23 by 33 centimeters, and that will give you a thinner yet crispier granola bar. The 8-inch pan will give you a chewier granola bar, and they will also be thicker in size. Since we're looking for a chewy granola bar, we're going to use the small pan today. You want to line it with parchment paper, and you don't have to be precise. You can just shove it in there like I'm doing and just pinch in the corners. In a large bowl, we have 3 cups of oats, 240 grams. To that, we're adding 1 cup of chopped pecans, 113 grams. Then you're going to use 1/4 cup of coconut flakes, 25 grams, and you can use sweetened or unsweetened here. Next, you want to use a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, 113 grams. You can leave out ingredients or you can add a little bit more. You can add up to a cup more of ingredients. Add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2.5 grams. Then you're going to add 1/4 cup of oil, 60 milliliters, and you can use any kind of oil you like. I'm using canola, but you can use coconut, vegetable, melted butter even. You want to coat this until it's well combined. Once everything is well coated like this, we're going to add in some sriracha. Now you can use 1 to 2 tablespoons, even more if you like it. 15 to 30 milliliters. If you're just wanting a heat and not really the flavor, start out with 1 teaspoon and then just work your way up. After that is well coated, you're going to add in some honey. You want a 1/2 cup of honey or 168 grams. What I love about weighing your ingredients versus using a measuring cup is you have so much less to clean up in the kitchen. And when it comes to things that are sticky like honey, weighing it out is just worth its weight in gold. You don't have to clean up those sticky utensils. You only have 1 bowl and 1 spoon to clean up at the end. You want to toss this until it's well coated, and then we're going to just pour it into our pan. Now the trick to making this granola bars is you have to press it down really firmly. If you don't get it pressed down really firmly, they are going to fall apart in the end. You want to spread this out evenly, and then using the back of a spoon that is coated in oil or cooking spray, or better yet, a piece of wax paper, press down firmly. The firmer you press these, again, the better your bars are going to hold their shape in the end. If you skip this step, you're going to end up with granola bits, which is okay because they are delicious too, and you can eat them like cereal or just eat a handful here and there. Once you're done with that, you're going to bake it for 20 to 30 minutes. 20 minutes will be chewier, 30 minutes will be crunchier. Let them cool completely in the pan. Do not try to remove them, because if you do, they'll crack and fall apart. You should be able to touch the bottom of the pan, and it should be completely cool to the touch. Now, why I like to use parchment paper is because it just peels right off. You can use aluminum foil, but you do have to spray or grease it well. But do not use wax paper, because wax paper will bake onto your granola bars. Now we're just going to cut them, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways if you use a serrated knife or if you just press down. I don't recommend doing a serrated knife, because if you do, it will tend to make your granola bars fall apart as you're seeing here. The sawing motion seems to grab a hold of the pecans and just makes them shift, and it falls apart a little bit. And you can eat those bits, but it's a little bit of a mess. So I do recommend using a knife and pressing straight down versus using a serrated knife. See all these bits that's fallen off from doing so? Now let's just press straight down and see what happens. If you press straight down, you get a cleaner cut. You don't see all those pieces falling off, and you get more granola bars and less granola bits. So that's a little tip for you when it comes to cutting these. Let's look at these up close. They're holding their shape really well, and they have a nice caramelized honey taste to them. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Here are your ingredients if you want to follow along. Thank you for visiting us at jacksonsjob.com, and as always, happy baking!